Hello there. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you guys how to draw a simple triangle in WebGL. So, let's get started. So, if you've been following along, in the previous video, I kind of introduced a method for whereby I just have my code saved somewhere in my notepad, just so that I shouldn't manually type it every time when we start coding, right? So here I have my HTML and my JavaScript code. So now I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna create a new index.html file, and I'm gonna create a new script.js file, and then in both files I'm just gonna copy and paste the default code that I saved. So this code is from the previous video that we did where we drew multiple points, so it's just like the previous code. So if you were following along, just copy that code and just paste it here because it's exactly the same. And if I just run and open this, you can see those points that we created in the previous video. There you go, we have those points here. So now I'm going to show you guys how to make a triangle. So to make a triangle in WebGL, we have to use a different method, right? We could do it like this, but it's a bit complicated where we have different points, and it would be much more difficult to link them when they're like this. So the best method is first I have to delete all this. So then I go back to my vertex shader, and then where it says uniform, I now introduce an attribute, right? So the difference between an attribute and a uniform is that an attribute, it can change, whereas a uniform is constant. So that's why with a uniform we had to create multiple points, but with an attribute we can have multiple points under the same attribute. But with a uniform, each uniform has to be like unique, it has to be on its own, right? So the next step is for us to now create those points, right? So to create those points, we're going to store them in an array, right? So I'm going to call my array points because that's what it stores, points. Then I'm going to new float 32. We use float 32 because WebGL wants us to pass our values in a 32-bit array, so we use float 32. And then now I'm going to pass in the first point, which is, I'm going to say negative 0.5. So it's going to move to the left, and then I'm going to pass it 0.5, and then 0. So this one is going to move to the right, and then I'm going to have this, and then this one is going to move 0.5 units upwards. So remember, the first one is x, the second is y. X, y, x, y, right? Cool. Now don't forget that. Now what we need to do is we need to create a buffer. So a buffer is like a container that's gonna store these values inside of the GPU, so that the GPU is able to render our shape, like to display our shape. So it's gonna have to store these inside of a buffer. So we have to create that buffer. So we're gonna have to say constant, and I'm gonna call it buffer, and I'm gonna say WebGL.createBuffer, right? Okay, cool. Now I am gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to bind our buffer, right? then what do I bind our buffer as an array. So I'm gonna bind our buffer as an array buffer because this is an array, right? An array, a list is the same thing. And then okay, fine, you're binding your buffer as an array buffer, but where is the buffer? Well, here's the buffer, so I'm just gonna type in buffer here, the buffer that we just created, right? And then after that we're gonna have to say WebGL.bufferData. So now we're passing in the data of the buffer. Like, where is the data? So it's still an array buffer, and then where is the data that we're passing? Well, it's in the array points that we just created. And then we have to say WebGL dot static draw. So what this does, it essentially tells WebGL that this thing, it won't change, you know, like you have to draw it in a static way that it won't change. Well, we won't change it for now, so that's why it's static draw, right? And then after that, what we need to do is we need to get our attributes location. So we've created our buffer. Now we're gonna create our attributes location, right? So we have to come here and we're gonna have to create a constant, and I'm gonna call it attribute location because that's what it is, right? And then how do we get this? Well, we're gonna say WebGL dot get attribute location, and then inside we're gonna pass in the program, which is program over here that we created in the previous tutorials. And then we have to pass in the name of the attribute. So in this case it's POS, so we're just gonna say POS here. Okay, cool. Then after that we have to say WebGL dot enable vertex array. So this is just to enable our attribute, right? And then okay, so fine, where's the attribute? So we're gonna pass in attribute location because that has the location of our attribute that we wish to enable, right? And then after that we have to say WebGL dot vertex attribute pointer, and then inside the vertex attribute pointer we have to specify the attribute location, and then we have to say, we have to specify whether, like, how many, what is the size of those attributes that we're passing in. So in this case we have two, it's x and y, so we're gonna write 2 next, and then we have to specify the type. What data type are those two values that we are passing in? So it's gonna be WebGL dot float because they're floats, and then after that you just say false. I'll explain what false is. And then the stride, so the stride is like the distance, like, no, the stride is like how many bits do you want the GPU to skip before, you know, calculating calculating your vertexes. So in our case it's 0 because it's just 2 of them, and we specify here it's 2. We specified that here it's 2, so it's gonna skip 0, and then the offset is also gonna be 0. Okay, cool. So we have all this, and so now we have to come to draw arrays, right? And then in draw arrays we have to, you see now it's saying points, and now it's drawing one, it's saying 1 here. So what this is gonna do is it's just gonna draw 1 point. But we don't want 1 point because we have 3 points. We can't be drawing 1 point, we have 3 points, right? So we have to change this to 3. Control S, and if we go back to the browser, we should see our 3 points there, positioned the way we want them. So it's almost like the first tutorial that I showed you guys, where you can draw multiple points in different locations. So this is how you can do it, and then you declare them as an attribute. You create an attribute that you can now place in multiple locations, right? Okay, cool. So now we said we want to make it a triangle. So to make this a triangle, it's just easy. We're just gonna come here, and then instead of points, we're just gonna say triangles, and Control S, and there you go. Now you have your triangle in WebGL. And well, I don't like this color, it's black, so we're just gonna have to come here, fragment shader where it's uniform factory, remove this color uniform, and then in the color here specify the color. So it's gonna be this, want it to be red. So yeah, so there's our triangle, a red triangle. So yeah, that's basically how you can create a triangle in WebGL. So first things first, you need to declare an attribute, which is POS, and then it's a vec2, and then you place it in the position of the points that you want to position to make the triangle. So in the position of POS, that's our X and Y coordinates, and then after that you come after the use program line, you create an array, a float 32 array, remember, in WebGL, and then you then specify your 3 points with each having its own X and Y value. Then you create a buffer, and then you bind the buffer, then you pass in the buffer's data, then you get the attributes location. After that, you're gonna enable the vertex attribute array so that we can be able to use it. After getting its location, you enable it. Then you then specify the vertex attribute pointer, which is the attribute's location, how many values are inside of each point, it's 2, the data type, then you have to specify whether you have to say right that it's false, and then you have to write your stride as 0 and your offset as 0. And then in the WebGL, the draw arrays, you're just gonna say triangles and specify 3 because we have 3 points. So this is the first point, this is the second point, this is the third point. So you write 3. If I wrote 2 here, you see, and it was triangles, you'll see we won't get a triangle. We get nothing because you need 3 points to make a triangle. But if I said points, it was gonna show. If I said points, it's gonna show the 2 points. But when I say triangle, it won't draw the triangle because you need 3 points to draw a triangle. So you have to specify 3 here, and that makes a triangle. So yeah, that's how you draw a triangle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.